Please take a deep breath with me. Be fully present. Relax. Open your heart and be with me, Laura Pieratt, and the beautiful source energies coming through to you in this gift from Spirit. Breathe. And receive whatever is perfect for you. For it is always between you and your higher self. I am presence, guiding for you whatever is coming to you for the highest good and blessings. It is my joy and my honor to connect with you in this way. So thank you for being here on planet Earth at this time and choosing to join me in these source messages and light language activations for New Earth humans. Ale, alo, ala, ama, ana, om. Masakaina eriki awakaiwa osai, ele eki hawakaine he satai awa. Korotana manakai elaba, kukoya wakasatai aum. Sutakai. We are here. It is our desire to speak with you in this way, to offer our views from loving presence regarding potentialities and possibilities for these times you reside in, for they are wondrous and magnificent in their offering of new and more possibilities that have not been available in the earth experience as you know it. These have sat beyond your awareness, and yet they are always yours. You have been part of creating them, and you have been part of calling them forth again. And we want to remind you that these are creations from your own hearts and minds. And when we say mind, we mean the mind that is in unity with creation, with Creator, with the One that is all. And so we want you to understand this is the mind that does not function from scarcity, lack, survival, fear that you are used to. This is the mind that is connected to love, abundance, availability, wisdom, truth of being, one with all that is. This is divine mind. And of course, divine heart, we are speaking of. That which sits beyond the individual identification with your life in its dual patterning and the teachings that you have had imprinted upon you since your early years that have placed your understanding of what is possible in limitation and left you in a state of disbelief of many of the things that are quite natural for you, which are being returned to you incrementally as you are ready. We will offer you some suggestions if you wish to receive them. Merely suggestions. What you know in your own heart takes precedence. But we have found these useful. And so we will share our experience with you if you wish to hear it. We are from beyond the beyond, as you would know it, from the stars and beyond them. We are beyond form. We exist in collective waves, frequencies and energies that blend and mix and merge and weave in ever new ways and geometries and possibilities. And we quite enjoy our freedom to alter the vibration, the frequencies, the tones that we express. And in doing so, we alter the forms that emerge from those sounds and expressions. It is quite a delight to behold. The ever responsive field that meets us with such joy, delight, and reverence to receive our soundings and turn them into light, form, geometries, and such beautiful patterns of expression. It is what you would call heart light. Of course, we don't have a form with a human heart, but we understand what that means to you. When you speak of your heart light, we understand that is the core from which the purest emerges. Your purest intent, your purest desire, your purest expression. And so we will use this word with you, that all that we express comes from heart light, benevolence, wisdom, truth, trust, divine design, knowing that it serves all, and could not even emit from the consciousness, what shall we call it, that we are, the existence that we represent beyond form, and the soundings that we emit without form. We understand this is difficult for your minds to understand and imagine, but be with us and feel with us the very nature of our beings that we are here to share with you, beyond any kind of mental image. Just feel and notice what you notice without requiring an image. And yet, as you hear sounds, as you hear our sounds, you may have a flash or a glimpse of an image, and that may have meaning to you, and it may have a very different image and meaning to someone who sits right beside you, also listening and feeling within their own cellular resonance. As we are singing from beyond the beyond and beyond the form that you are so used to identifying, this one is hearing us, and while she is also hearing the sounds of life around you, the trains, the airplanes, the people moving their trash cans back to their homes on rolling wheels, the cars, and all the activities of life. And we want to embrace all sounds that are part of your reality and invite you to extend yourself in all directions into life, just as deep and far into the sound and the feeling and the vibrations of the earth itself and nature itself and all of the sounds that are part of your world. And the sounds and voices of the animals and the grasses moving in the wind and the tiny little sounds of the footfalls of insects and the beating wings of hummingbirds and butterflies and bees, and the sound of the wind through the trees, and the sounds of the baby crying, or the human professing their love, and also the human professing their hurt or anger, for the human expression is sacred. The planet's expressions are sacred. How far can you extend yourself into the sounds of life, beyond the images? How deeply can you feel into and connect into the origin that all of these images originate from? You can even carry yourself even beyond the sounds into the no-thingness from which they emerge, invited by you to be part of your experience, part of your life, part of your universe, part of your interactions. The sacred you that has its own sound and meets another form, and that sound that is inherent to that form and yours meet, and something new occurs, rather like when 2 drops of water fall on a still lake and the ripples move out and intersect, and new patterns are created. We are here to support you in ways you can't really even imagine or understand, by emitting sounds. Are you hearing these laughter, beautiful sacred laughter out the window of this one who is listening to us and yet also listening to life around her? So the beyond goes out into the outer reality in physical form, and one is extending that direction just as much as she is extending inward, where we are speaking from deep in her inner universe, her inner being, where we reside as one. And it's such a beautiful thing to be able to sit in a space where you are expanded and extended in many directions, and you know yourself to be existing in many spaces at once, dancing in many ways, with many vibrations and waves and forms. And it is a great, great experience to be conscious without an agenda, simply feeling what is here in the vibrations and the waves, like watching the forming of all of the ripple patterns in a still lake as the rain begins. First one drop, and then another and another, creating form where there was none, creating feeling where there was stillness, anticipation perhaps as you felt the rain or smelled the rain was coming, potential, something is coming, and then it's here, and something new occurs, and you watch in wonder at the infinite array of the rain dancing on what was a still pond or lake. Suddenly there is music, rhythm, pauses, and silence between sounds, just as potent, just as much part of the rhythm. The silences are just as significant as the soundings. just as the shadow is important, or you would be blinded by the light without being able to see any distinction. And it is the distinction that gives life its grand diversity. So we invite you to really, really deepen yourself into the experience of conscious listening, the ringing in your ears, the sounds beyond you that are part of your world, your earth experience, the sounds within you, your body, the breath, digestion. Can you even hear your blood pumping, moving, your cells radiating? Can you hear your own sound? When you ask your higher self to play that sound for you that is uniquely you in this now moment, can you hear it? Can you revere yourself, your sound? And do you notice how your voice modulates with your emotions? The intensity varies. The speed of your speech varies. The sound, the pitch, the tones, the timbres. So much variability in expression. And it's a grand, wondrous thing to behold when you are actually paying attention, present to yourself, present to the world around you, present to your body and all of its sounds, present to your inner world where your awareness reveals so much to you. And all of it's wondrous, and all of it is yours. Everything begins and ends with you. Every sound, every form, every feeling, and all of the carrier aspects we will refer to as the emotions, the intangibles we can call them, the feeling state that is riding on all those sounds, your holy divine signature vibration, unique to you and all the universe, riding upon the carrier waves that you emit with your silence and your sound. For it is that which you are expressing, no matter what, because you exist, you vibrate. And where there is vibration, there is sound. Where there is sound vibrating, things are forming in the reality, as the reality that you sit within and call your own. Your life, your world, your universe, formed because you exist. Unique because the person next to you or across the planet from you and having completely different experiences than you is forming a different one. And yet it is all interconnected and can never be separate from that which is creating all that is. That which is an extension of that which is. Life, expressing in myriad ways. We are with you. We love you. We honor you. We uphold you. We uphold the living light that you are. We uphold the living sound that you are. You are divine sound, rippling through the field, creating reality with your every thought and breath. And even in your moments of silence, your very being is emitting sound, light, love, in very unique ways that appear as the world you sit in. Ale, alo, ala, ama, ana, om. And so it is, beloveds. This one receiving this recording is concerned because of all the outdoor sounds coming in to this space. She thinks it will be a distraction to the listeners. And we are telling her it is actually an invitation to the listeners to listen more fully, holistically, to everything. And instead of deciding, I want this and don't want that, while we understand you have preferences, we are inviting you to recognize the symphony that is always occurring within you and around you, and it is life. And we invite you to be at peace with what is occurring, knowing it's transient, it is moving through, and you are moving through, and new things are always occurring. And so if you can be curious and interested, or at least embracing of all that is occurring without rejection and judgment and resistance, you will find your world becomes a greater reflection, returning to you more of what you actually wish to experience, hear, see, feel, and share. And all of the tones in your world will begin to feel like a symphony that you are conducting. And it will all feel perfect, in resonance, wondrous, aligned, and literally returning to you the joy of your very being, your existence, expressing out, and creating a reality that returns to you. More of you, more reflections of you, more that you desire, more that you want to see and touch and feel, and emotions that reflect yours, thoughts and invitations to even experience you and your thoughts and emotions, as others find you quite marvelous, because you are finding everything in life so marvelous. And so you become something fascinating to others, as you have allowed yourself to be fascinated in everything around you. Again, at least embracing of, and you will find others more embracing of you in this way as well. And we leave you with this reminder of your true sonic and symphonic nature, sound, signature, that is uniquely you. How marvelous is that? Ale, alo, ala, ama, ana. Blessings be, beloveds. It is a joy to be with you in this way. We hope you have been able to sense and feel our vibration of love and its unique sounding patterns and ways of being with you. Ale, alo, ala, ama, ana, om. Until we meet again. Mosokaiwa, om.